Hey, 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 Sagittarians. Sending you love, light, and Reiki. This is your Oracle Medicine, ready to pass along the message for the week of February 12th to the 18th, 2017. And it looks like we began this time with the Six of Pentacles. And I love this one because just last week you guys had some synchronicity happening, right? You had some synchronicity happening, okay? You had some synchronicity. There was that time of patience, and then there was that time of being able to manage things. You were on a new road and a new path, prosperity-wise. And here we go into the new week for you, Sagittarians, where you have so much money. You're so thankful for your abundance and prosperity that you got it to give. Thank you so much for the abundance and prosperity. I have so much to give. Here we are with the Six of Pentacles. We are giving. We are there to be giving. You know, we are there. We're benevolent and we're giving and we're charitable. You know, either that or you could be receiving some funds from some very charitable giving people right now too. You could be receiving some charitable some funds. But either way, it's a great time for prosperity for you in the beginning of the week here. Whether you're going to be receiving it or you're going to be giving it, it's that time where you're willing and able. You're able to receive, you're able to give. This is a great time for you towards the beginning of the week for you Sagittarians. I'm so proud of you. As we get towards the middle of the week, we get the Sun card. And the Sun card is saying, you know, everything is going to be all right because every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, everything's gonna be alright for you, my dear Sagittarians. Okay, it's gonna be a very joyous time, a time where you've gone through so many trials and tribulations, where you have really come through. You've really come through the dark times and the good times. You've really come through, and you've gained all this wisdom. You gain all this wisdom, and you just have this. So you're just full of understanding. You're full of experience and wisdom. You've worked so hard and you've just gained this new wisdom and this new experience and understanding. And you understand how things have to be manifested and how things have to be categorized and placed in order to work. I understand that if I do A, B, and C, I will get D from this because I have the experience now. You've paid your dues. You went through all your trials and tribulations you needed to get through. You are now seasoned warriors now, my Sagittarians. You're seasoned warriors here. You have lots to be thankful for. You have lots to be thankful for. This is the battle is not yet over. Don't get me wrong. The battle is not yet over in this time, in this phase in your life. But you now have the tools. The tools are under your belt. You understand them. You get it. You got the wisdom. Everything is working for you very well towards the beginning of the week. I'm so proud of you. We get the World card at the end of the day. So I do want to say with the World card in reverse that again, you haven't yet got to a point where there's still some things left there. Okay, so we don't want to rush, right? We don't want to rush the process. We don't want to get from this to this in 2.5. Take a step back here. You still have the energy, the time. You're still in that stage in your life where you actually need to be more focused on organizing and making sure that you have really gotten through what you've learned from. Okay, the World card is, you're not there. Your World card in reverse is like, okay, I'm not there just yet. Okay, you're not there to a point just yet where you can be, okay, break out the travel plans, you know, let's go do this, let's go travel the world, let's go teach, let's go share my wisdom. You're just not there yet. Okay, you're getting close. You're getting close with the Sun card. You're getting close. You are getting close, but you're not there yet. So a little bit of patience is going to be needed in that department. But rejoice in what you do have now, right? Rejoice in what you do have now. So this is a time for you to be very thankful for what you have now. But know that you are not yet at the end of that stage yet. Whatever stage you're in right now, you're not yet there at the end. There's still a couple of things there for you left to do. And therefore, it's not really a good time for you to be sharing your wisdom. It's more of a good time for you to be acting on it and making sure you got it down. Okay, this is more about you. This is more about the self. Not to say that you can't share your celebrations with people, because you sure can. But this is really more of a time where you don't yet know it all just yet when it comes to the situation. There's still a couple of things there, okay? This is more of, I've experimented, I've gone through this all myself, I now have the tools, I need to use tools. Not yet a time for sharing, okay? So I would not, you know, share at this time. Also, this could be symbolizing maybe on the other side to that, you know, and as opposed to kind of sharing everything that you know, you're kind of just staying home. So this is kind of like, okay, I'm staying home now. I'm not really going around anywhere and sharing anything. So this can kind of be very subjective at the same time. You know, I mean, I want to say the other side to that. This can kind of be subjective because it kind of depends on you whether you feel like I've gotten to a point where I can go travel around. For some of you Sagittarians, this might be a good time for you to travel around, and the opposite effect is happening where you're not, right? And it could be because you've just gotten yourself into this very methodical flow that, you know, it's working, and you may not want to break away from that, and you feel like if I go and travel around right now, or if I go and celebrate right now, it's going to break this flow that I got going on because it feels so good. So it's causing you, it could be causing you and stumping you from actually going around and traveling around and doing you and sharing your wisdom when you probably should be. So it's either side of the spectrum. This could be a time where it's probably not a good time for you to be doing that right now. Either way, either it's not a good time or you're feeling like it's not a good time when it actually is a good time. Okay, because you are at the end. You are at the end here for some of you Sagittarians. You are at the end here. Okay, so you have reached that gate. You have reached that moment. Okay, where you feel like you have everything, where you've got everything figured out within your life right now. I'm gonna I'm gonna leave that up to you. But think about that, okay? Because for some of you, you might just be like, okay, I need to keep myself steadfast and not be impulsive. And I totally get that, you know, and never lose yourself, right, and who you are, right? Everything is supposed to act for you and for your sole purpose, not against you, right? So your feelings, if you're feeling drained from having to be pushed to do something you're not comfortable with doing, follow your sole purpose all the time is kind of what I get from that. Then I get the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So there seems to be a time here towards the end of the week where there's perhaps some new things going on in your life in which you're not going to have much assistance in. These new things could have to do with your health, a new skill, a new talent, a new career, your new home. Maybe you're trying to finance a new home. Maybe you're trying to get some new stuff going, and you're not really getting the support that you feel that you need. The support's not coming up for you at this time. And then we get towards the end of the week here where we have the Eight of Swords in upright position. So, very interesting thoughts and people around us right now who are projecting their ideas, their thoughts, their personal truths onto us. So, do you have people right now in your life who's telling you what to do or what not to do? They're warning you something to do or what not to do because of whatever reason. These people are coming into your life and kind of, you know, they're kind of micromanaging you, if you will. And it's causing you also at the same time to micromanage yourself. Okay, and you just don't feel like you can move. I felt like I was intuiting the right thing earlier when I was saying when what was coming through was that you have this good flow going on for you right now, and that it's causing you to kind of restrict yourself. I'm wondering if the reason why you're restricting yourself, however, is because of all the things that people are saying around you or that you think they're saying around you. If you're thinking to yourself, you're so much in your head, and this is not very natural for Sagittarians. Sagittarians are not very naturally ones to overanalyze things to the point of their detriment, so it's kind of a surprise for me that this is coming up. You might be overanalyzing things to the point of your detriment right now, to the point where it's to your detriment right now. Regardless of what's going on around you, you know, regardless of what's going on around you, understand that you are your own worst enemy, and you're your own worst enemy, and you are going to keep yourself away from this growing experience of what needs to happen. I'm starting to see now that this is more the person that is keeping them, they're so afraid to move right now, and so they're keeping themselves in a still place. They're just keeping themselves trapped. And you're not able to transition into that new stage of your life because you're not allowing yourself to embrace the stage that you have completed for yourself. The World card comes out when this is a time of completion. It either comes out when it's a time of completion, or it comes out when it's a time where you still have things left to learn, and you can't be going around trying to share your knowledge as if you know it all when you don't. But what I'm seeing here with pairing this up with the Eight of Swords is that you're feeling trapped right now, and it's causing you to not complete this stage of your life. And this could be because you should be moving on to the next stage of your life, you're not getting the kind of assistance and help that you should be getting if you did move on to the next stage of your life. So therefore, what I'm going to say is this. You're finding yourself being trapped here towards the week, whether by people or by your own mental blockages. I would figure that out as soon as possible because you start out in such a good way. Okay, so something is happening towards the middle of the week here that is stagnating you, that's keeping you from moving in the direction which your intuition is telling you to move towards. In Sagittarians, you know that you are very instinctual people. You can be calculative, yes. You can be analytical, yes. You can be emotional, yes. You can care about physical things, perhaps. But you are, the number one thing that you are is instinctual. Your instincts, you move, you are guided by instincts. That's what the whole idea of impulsiveness is. And a lot of people look at impulsiveness as if it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's me being guided by my instincts and not questioning them. And when you can allow yourself to set a goal for yourself and be guided by your instincts and not question it, you will always move in the right direction, because your soul essence knows what your real needs are. If you believe in that and have faith in that, then you'll always move in the right direction regardless of what. Now, if you are allowing other people to project their thoughts and ideas on you, and therefore you're projecting your own thoughts and ideas onto yourself, and you're sending yourself down this deeper tunnel, what's going to happen is your impulses are going to move you in the wrong direction, because they're moving you towards what your thoughts are and what your feelings are. So in other words, you're doing it to yourself. Impulsiveness only becomes a bad thing when we trap ourselves in a hole that we are not allowing ourselves to get out of. That's the only time. That's the only time. When we let other people project their ideas and words onto us, our impulses, our instincts become a bad thing, because now they're moving us in the wrong direction. When you take control of your life and your personal relationship to spirit, and you say to spirit, Spirit, this is what I want to happen for my life. I'm going to trust and believe. I'm an open vessel. Please make this happen. I'm going to be open. I'm going to be available. I'm going to listen. Please make this happen. I know you're here for my greatest good, for my greatest, most benevolent outcome. I'll do what I have to do in order to put this in action. When you do that, spirit is going to speak to you within those quick instinctual impulses like that. You can say, okay, now it's time to do this. Now it's time to do this. Now it's time to do this. And when you surrender to that, that's when everything actually goes within your flow, right? Because you're fire, right? You're not earth, you're not water, you're not air. You might be a combination of them, but you are most certainly also fire. And fire don't stop for nobody, baby. Fire don't stop. Fire keeps flaring, that's right. Fire keeps moving up and up, and fire's gonna keep going, and the only thing that can douse it out is water. So don't let the emotions of what other people are telling you douse out your flame. You need to keep moving. That's just my own personal thought. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this. Who does Spirit bring in to help? Gaia's dragon, divine moon. This is who Spirit brings you in to help. Gaia's dragon. And I have to say, I haven't worked with this one before. This one is a very beautiful image. You gotta look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's a beautiful image. Fertile. Are some of you pregnant? are just bringing in new things, the seeds of new things coming in for you. Oh. So, page 37. Let's see what Gaia's dragon has to say. I'm really excited. Gaia and her dragon speak. Hear our voices, male and female, coiling through and around each other as we speak as one. We are Gaia and her dragon, and we are one being, though separate, just as your divine union will be. Think of the beauty of love-making with a partner, the harmony and balance, the yielding and the chase. That which we represent through our perfect union is the divine marriage, the blissful soulmate experience that so many beings long for. True marriage does not mean becoming the same being. Look at how apparently different we are. And yet, within that is the protection and care, fertility and new growth, heaven and earth joined together. Is the sky the same as the earth you walk on? No. But look at their harmonious relationship. In exactly the same way, your divine union will now be with one who is the same as you. But you will, when brought into divine marriage and perfect balance, provide each other with a home and unity and love. And you will bring out what is best within and without the other. The dragon loves and protects Gaia. Gaia adores her dragon, who is the heavens, and will bring forth new life as a result of this union. You are loved and have on this planet and within the celestial realm a perfect and divine partner. Beyond history, past lives, and future lives lies the divine union. It is and will be yours. A very beautiful message talking about divine union there. Gaia is the reproductive goddess energy of this planet, and her dragon is the cosmos, the atmospheric and celestial energy within which she interacts and dwells. Each needs the other to be, not to survive, but to be. She and he are in divine accord and union and represent the marriage of heaven and earth. She is the cycles of the planet. He is the seasons of the universe. Together, they create a new world and a new life and bring about hope. Their love for each other is steady, constant, with harmonious and different energies blending beautifully together. Theirs is a peaceful and passionate love, and to each other they are eternally true. Divinatory meanings say bringing into balance matters of the earth and matters of the heavens, balance of the celestial and the terrestrial, union between man and woman, beloved child, pregnancy, fertility, creations coming to fruition, meeting true lovers who are faithful, caring, and protective, understanding your own sexual nature, and being free to be who you are, balance of masculine and feminine in your world. Working with Gaia and her dragon, bring to your life your innate gift for relationships. Ask Gaia and her dragon for their assistance in allowing each person in a relationship to be fully themselves and yet be perfect in relationship with each other. Know that your relationships can be also true, steadfast, and sacred, and that integrity in relationships is valued, prized, and to be kept sacred. Gaia will assist you in bringing forth ideas, even children, and can be considered a wonderful goddess to call on for fertility. Her dragon will assist in calling forth male beings who are honorable, trustworthy, strong, and passionate. He is able to care for and protect without ever attempting to mute her power and creativity. Such partnerships can exist for you too, if you allow them into your life with Gaia and her dragon's help. So going back to what we were talking about, You know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes people try to steal your thunder. And what's really going on is that perhaps, maybe, really truly speaking, you are not divinely ordered to be together. Sometimes we catch ourselves trying to accept what we can in our lives because we don't believe that we can have a divine union such as Gaia and her dragon do. But we are co-creators here on this earth. We're co-creators here in this universe. Okay, we deserve to have divine, sacred union between us and those who are a part of our world. And those who are a part of our divine world should be amplifying who we are, and we should amplify who they are. I know that in this physical world, sometimes it can be very hard to believe that that is something that is truth. And we have for years put energies into the matrix of believing that we have to simply get what we can get and settle. But we don't. And the hardest part of that is letting go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Because so if someone's meant to be in your life, you know what? They will be. And if you're meant to be in theirs, then they will be. A divine union is a divine union. It comes in a divine way. And if we block ourselves from that happening, that we never reach our true potential as human beings, as co-creators, as divine, beautiful co-creators being here on this earth. And that's all that Spirit wants for you. That's all I want for you, and that's all that Spirit wants for you. Let me tell you, Spirit would not be speaking this through me right now if this were not truth. Let go. Let go of all the stuff that keeps us tied up inside of our minds and our heads. Let go. Who cares anymore? Wash it away. Let it wash away. Speak our truths. Walk our paths. Do it. Take action now, today, and enjoy your week. Sending you love, light, and Reiki. This is your Oracle Medicine. Signing out. I will see you, beautiful, lovely spirits, next reading. Aho Mataku Asen.